Welcome to John's Random Review.
Hi, welcome back to John's Random Reviews. Today we've got a special treat. I've actually got the new MAKITA XGT VACUUM handheld vacuum cleaner. So today we're going to review it. Hang on a minute. Hello? Hello, Mum. You alright? Yes, I know, Mum. I know I've got to stop swearing in the videos, but yeah, I know I'll get more subscribers and viewers if I stop swearing, but some viewers like it, you know, because work people like swearing and all the effing and a jeffing. So just let me get on with it. I know, yes, I know, yeah, okay, all right, Mum, I've got to go. I'm reviewing something. Sorry about that, bit of a thing. Right, let's talk MAKITA handheld vacuums. About 10 years ago I had the 18-volt version of this vacuum. I'm going to put a picture up and I'm going to do a little bit of explanation about that vacuum cleaner and why I didn't like it.
Here is the 18-volt handheld vacuum from back in the day, which I used to have, and to be honest with you, it's pretty crap. It's alright for a little bit of sawdust, but if you get a bit of fine dust on it, just packs in, and I ended up chucking it in the canal.
As we know, if you've seen the other videos, I got this beast. This is the MAKITA 18-volt wet vac brushless vacuum, and it's okay. I do use it. I used it the other day actually to suck some water out of a pipe, but this is quite bulky. And if you want to do a little bit of tidying up, that's too big. So, I saw this on the internet. I didn't know it was coming out or anything about it. And then I thought, wow, an XGT vacuum, handheld vacuum. So, I bought it. I think it was about £130, just the body. So, it's not cheap, but I'm here to tell you it's pretty good. It's probably 3 times better than the 18-volt version. Now, I'm not talking about the 18-volt brushless vacuum because I've not used one, but I'm talking about the really, really old one. So, let's get involved. Okay, come in a little bit and we'll go through all the details. Okay, so it's got, what's its differences, its pros and its cons. It's got a lovely rubber handle on the back of it there, and it's got a little light. I'll turn it on in a minute. And the front bit where you're sucking all the rubbish and all the dust, it's clear. Well, it's got a lovely teal colour to it, but it's clear so you can see when it's all getting full. The batteries, of course, slide on the back. So you've got the power of these 40-volt max MAKITA LXT batteries. So you can imagine they've got a lot more powerful than the 18-volt version. So let's see what model it is. It's a MAKITA CL001G. And yes, it's about £130. Let's take the front off it. You just turn it a little bit. You can see, well, you turn it a little bit and then it comes off. Now, what's different about the earlier MAKITA vacuums is the filter. Now the filter in the older version, the 18-volt version, you could actually take this sock bit off and clean it, and you'd have to leave this plastic bit it's separated, but it's actually fastened onto there. And I don't know how many microns and microns of dust that will let through, but it's still pretty good. So look at the back of here. It's got another little bit of a filter there. I don't know what that's for, but that just clips on like that. And that's on, and we'll put this back on the front like that, and we'll turn it on. Now, I quite like this little bit. As you can see, there's a mode version when you can have 4 speeds. Now, I don't really know why you'd want it on a lower speed. Anyway, you've got your mode button, and then you've got your on-off button. Let's get it turned on. Right, as you can see, there's the mode button there, and you can turn it down and then turn it back up like that. It's got a really good LED light on there. Okay, these are the attachments that come with the vacuum. I suppose in theory you could just vacuum like that, but it's got the actual floor lance. No, what would you, not a floor lance, what would you call that? I don't know. And we'll call it a floor lance, but anyway. So if you want to do some hoovering on a carpet, if you've got a bit of dust on a carpet, if you've been let's say you're working on a house and you had to walk through the carpeted area or whatever, you could hoover it up there. One thing of note is it's a little bit like that, and also it gets a tiny little bit jammed up. So I've done a little bit of vacuuming and then put it down like that, and it's actually held itself up like that because it got a bit dust got trapped in there. So that's not good. I really feel right that it should have a little bit more weight there. It should be a little bit looser there, because honestly I've done it like that and it's bloody useless like that. But nevertheless, if that's down and you want to do a little bit of run around the carpet after the dog hair, that's fine. And this is the little attachment that goes on the end if you just want to pick up a little bit of dust. So that one just pushes in like that. You just have to, it uses a bit of friction to do it. And then the bigger one, you watch this, it clips in like that. So that's pretty cool. I'll unclip that, and then what we'll do, we'll give it a little bit of a test. So, look at that detritus. We've got all sorts mixed up in that. We've got some leaves and some twigs and all sorts of crap. Dog hair. Will it be able to pick it all up? Well, let's see. Okay. There we go, that's a good pile of crap, isn't it? Now then, a lot you're going to say to me, hang on a minute, it's all going to get blocked up in the nozzle, but we'll try it with the nozzle first and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, as I thought, what we'll do is we'll take that off. Well, it's getting there. Let's see if it'll do it all. Well, it won't do these little twiggy bits, it might do. As you can see, all the detritus is all trapped in there. And to be honest with me, that pile of muck or dust or crap that I've picked up, you wouldn't want to do any more than that. What you want to do now is actually empty that out and give the filter a good knock out.
Bloody hell, look at all this sawdust. Been working with some joiners and they've been putting in some aqua panel for a wet room. So let's get this vacuum going and see if it can suck up all this sawdust. Right, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. So far so good, it's doing pretty good. I think I better shut up a minute and let it do its job. So I'll be back in a minute. I bet you're impressed with this, watching this. I was impressed actually. So right at the end it makes, when it gets actually right full, and I should have stopped, it makes a funny noise. You might be able to hear it in a minute. Just give me a minute. Just go make a brew or something. Oh no, there isn't time. Hang on a minute. Just a couple more seconds. And then it'll start making a funny noise because the actual chamber is full and I should have stopped it. Well, I think it's doing pretty bloody good. Oh, there we go. Chock-a-block with sawdust. Oh dear, let's get that emptied out. I should have emptied that before it got in that state. I don't know. One of these days.
The filter gets really clogged up with some fine dust. What I generally do is give it a bit of a wash out the filter, but always remember to dry it off before you use it again. Now then, what is my opinion about this? Do I think it's any good? Well, compared to the older one, no, we're not talking about the brushless 18 volt, we're talking about the brushed 18 volt vacuum that looked the same as this, but it wasn't, it was all teal. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, it's 3 times better, 3 times more powerful. And if you're picking up just a little bit of muck from a little bit of joinery or just a bit of building work, and keeping everything. I like to keep the work site absolutely spick and span. And if I'm going to carry this, I don't normally carry this around, it's too big. So I like to use this. So if I just need to do a little bit of tidying up and a bit of a whiz around, I think this is going to be ideal. I've already used it quite a bit, and I've actually, to tell the truth, my dog sheds a lot of hair. So what I've done is gone around the whole house with this, doing a bit of vacuuming, just to pick up the dog hair and some little bits. And it's grand, it's absolutely grand. Like I say, as soon as it's blocked up with dog hair, I had to empty it a couple of times. But for around the house and around the work site on little jobs, this is brilliant. And I'm stoked I've got it. So if you're in the market for a vacuum, a little handheld vacuum, and you've got the XGT system, I've already got the batteries and the chargers, so I just had to buy the body of this fantastic bit of kit, and away I went. So I'm hopefully going to use this quite a lot. One little thing of note, I know it's not a big thing, but if you're using it quite a lot, it's not heavy. I'm not going to tell you it's heavy, but it does. If you're holding it for like 5 minutes, it does ache a bit, especially when you're cleaning something on the floor, because these batteries are quite heavy. So it's kind of like, it's okay, but I wouldn't like to use it sort of for a long period of time. But nevertheless, I think it's an amazing bit of kit. Like I said, you can get this body for about £130, and it's a good bit of extra kit for my MAKITA stuff I use at work. Okay, that's my review of the MAKITA XGT cordless 40 volts. I'll get there in a minute. Not a Hoover, it's a vacuum, it's a handheld vacuum, and it is a good bit of kit, and I love it. Okay,